initiative, the innovative aspects which we have done. Yeah. How I'll be sharing my presentation. Shivam, can you help
Yeah,
me?
you can share. Yeah, definitely, sir. I give
My
you access for the sharing.
Yeah, my screen has gone minimum. I don't know how. Just now it has gone minimum. Uh, maximize. Okay, okay. I'm sharing the screen. Okay, share. Yeah. Okay. Can you see? Can everyone see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So actually here I'll be talking about a mix of administrative actions, policies, how to implement the policy which we created, which we had actually, and how to bring transparency into it and help in administering and managing the vast amount of the road network. And to ensure our objective was to ensure that in real time, we monitor and come to know the maintenance status of rural roads which have been built under Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana across the country. So the roads, as you can see, that in Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana, till now we have constructed around 6,32,000 kilometers of roads, and we have connected unconnected habitations in the rural areas of 1,60,000, and our asset value is 3,15,000 crore. As you know that this scheme is in operation since 2000, and in 2000 the PMJSY scheme was launched, and the center and the state center was giving the grant to the state for the construction of the rural roads. And what we brought in here, actually the challenge was that once, because our at any given point of time, the roads which are constructed and comes under maintenance are in the range of, in a year or at any point of time in a year, is 1,50,000 kilometers of roads which after the construction needs to be taken care of. And this brings in the challenge that how to ensure that the roads are maintained properly and the data is entered there is a very transparency mechanism into the system, built into the system. So actually in the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana, to ensure the pothole free roads and to have the road in a good condition all the time, all the year, the PMJSY scheme contract document provides for the maintenance of the rural roads for 5 years, and which the period is called defect liability period, as you can see, and by the same contractor. And the idea behind this putting the 5-year defect liability period is unique and innovative in an approach to maintain the assets to the performance standards which have been defined, actually, that how, and then only the contractor gets the payment or whatever payment for the construction or for the maintenance. And this provision we introduced in our contract document, and the challenges were, as you can see in the slides, we wanted a robust management system and evidence-based monitoring system, wherein there is evidence that in a particular time in a year or throughout the life of the year, how the road was maintained and where the potholes and even the shoulders and the cross drainage works and other road assets, including the road marking and everything. So we want, because of this huge road infrastructure, there was a challenge, administrative challenge, that how this is to be ensured in a normal method of execution and maintaining the manual records. And what has happened that to ensure that the roads are maintained by the contractor all the time, it has been specified in the contract that contractor to submit the bills and evidence of road maintenance every month, and he has to submit the bill every month, otherwise he loses the right for the payment. Now what has happened that this has created a lot of if the system would was in as in a traditional way of maintaining the road in a manual keeping the manual record, uh, contractor was not submitting the bill in a month's time, and there was no evidence of road maintenance. And this poses a problem because since per kilometer maintenance cost for a month comes very low. Actually, it is about 4,000 to 5,000 rupees a month only. And the idea of 5-year DLP was that the contractor builds the quality road, and that is why he would need a minimal maintenance amount to be spent, and there would be no need of working the quantity what he has done onto the ground. So this is the concept. Now the burden was that small maintenance bill inspection and processing adds workload to the district engineers, because they are mainly focusing onto the construction also. So this was to be resolved, and the engineers actually, when they were making the payment in the manual system, there was no evidence based assessment that how the road was performing for the month, for the period for which he has paid. And in the PMGSY scheme, as per the bid document, there is a threshold of maintenance standard for any payment. So if he maintains road below that threshold, contractor will not get the payment, and the actions against the contractor will be taken for the poor road maintenance. And there was imbalanced incentives. The low ticket and high volume nature of maintenance activities do not provide for justifiable incentives to the contractor to maintain the roads, and poor administrative control make contractor risk-free, resulting into poor quality of construction. So this was the issues which we were facing, and what we did with the policy initiatives and with the administrative framework, we formulated a concept called performance-based maintenance contract. And then this performance-based maintenance contract, we ensured on it that it is executed digitally and on a web-based platform in real time. So in real time, the data is updated as it is captured onto the ground, and then the state agencies at district level, at their headquarter level, and at NRID level, and our at Ministry of Rural Development level, we would be able to monitor that how the roads have been performing and how much the payment has been issued. So there has been this concept of performance-based maintenance contract, which we implemented through the technology solution, which we call it as eMark. So the making marking system based payment with minimum threshold for performance, as I have already said, that if the contractor on a particular road, if he gets marks less than the threshold mark, which is 80. So if he, there are parameters, there are 14 parameters to assess the road performance. And then if he gets marks less than 80, then he doesn't get any payment, and the action against the contractor to be initiated for getting the road maintained by other agency, and then his amount is to be forfeited, which is kept in the form of security deposit. And quality in construction is rewarded through this PBMC, because a contractor would always like to make a good quality road, wherein he would need minimum intervention at the maintenance stage, and what he gets the payment, which is his incentive of doing a good quality work at the beginning. Because as we know, if a road is nicely built, and there are many parameters, even the good compaction of the bituminous surface and the temperature of the bitumen, these are the factors which are kept, which are to be monitored at site, and it is to be done by the contractor and his supervisor only. No amount of technical supervision would help in getting these defects noticed at the time of construction. But here, since the contractor is getting incentive for 5 years, he will get the maintenance payment for a good quality. So this PBMC system works very well, and incentive for better maintenance, as I was already told. Now the problem was that in manually ensuring that the contractor submits the bill in time, it is recorded there, and then the contractor is given the notice of not doing a good work and then recovering his money, was a challenge in a manual system. So we developed a technology solution, which is called eMark, a web-based solution for the real-time monitoring. And the system has got the logic for calculation of payments. So it calculates the payments accordingly, and it is a GI-based enterprise and e-governance solution. It has been developed by the NRIDA with the help of NIC as the developer, to aid and assist the officials and contractors in carrying out and monitoring maintenance of roadworks under PMGSY. Now, why we implemented, as I have already explained, we implemented this to enable automation of the activities which are a prerequisite for making payments to the contractor. Now we automated all the administrative things or the executive things which were required and put it on a technical platform to deburden the engineers, to deburden the whole administration and ease the operation and ease in operation. So the bill generation, it is automatically generated. Nobody has to calculate the things manually because it is system logic. Bill submission, it is automatic. The contractor has to submit the bill with the OTP verification and all that. And then it is in what happens that the how the road is maintained, it is evidence based, having the geotagged timestamp photo at random locations of the entire road. So it is app generated locations which the contractor or the engineer has to take the photo, and it is time stamped and geotagged, so that every time of a month or every time of a year or every time of the history of the road, we come to know that how the road was maintained. And then the bill processing and approval, it is all digitized, it is all automated. Voucher and scroll generation, this voucher generates and then it goes to the bank for the payment, and then the automatically payment is made to the contractor without any manual intervention. So this is the e-payment to the contractors. And
Sir, you have 2 minutes. Please conclude.
Okay. And added feature for transparency, we have done routine inspection and performance evaluation. These are the transparency features which I have explained. And this is what automated bill submission, bill calculated and submitted manually it was earlier. Now after bill is calculated automatically, automatic notification sent to the contractor and bill is generated, submission of bill by the contractor by just click of a button. Before the non-frequency, there was no frequency for the inspection by the engineers, and there was no system to keep records of the verification, and manipulation in bill submission date was possible, no evidence of poor or good maintenance. But now the bi-monthly inspections are done through EMARC, geotag timestamp photos are there, automatic notification to the goes to the engineer for doing the inspection. Inspection are independent of the bill submission, and then the this is the app which we generated. Other than the web-based solution, and in the app actually on the mobile-based, all these activities can be done, which are shown from step 1 to step 8. And this also added into one more thing. Now we have got the GIS-based data of all the roads, and now these roads one can see on the Google map, and you just see as the cursor is moving, you can see the road condition, road photo, as well as the marking which has been given. Any time of the day, anybody in the India or anybody in any management, top management, they can see the road condition and how much payment was made. And bill processing and approval, as I already told, it is all automatic and it is all time stamp, and it is done based upon the marks. Now these are the marking system. You can see if the marks are less than 80 for these are the stages shown, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. So every stage the marks are given, and then the average is taken. System logic is there, which is very transparent. This is the approved bill amount based on the marks. It gets calculated automatically on the web-based system. And these are the done manual. Before the payment was done manually by the account officer. Now it is done generated. Automatic tax deduction is also done. And this is below the screenshot is shown. And payment to the contractor is done by the bank through the scroll generation. And monitoring through various reports. As you can see, the number of reports we can monitor, and till now we have made a payment of 126.7 crore. This is only 1 year. During the development of the software and development of the technical solution, we implemented it also by training all the engineers of 30 states and all the executive engineer level officers. So in a state, we trained at a time more than 400 officers to come onto this platform. We explained them the methodology. 1,29,160 bills are in progress. 14,491 roads routine inspections have been carried out, and the potential for replicability is very clear here, because this performance-based maintenance is very thing wherein the assets have to be managed and maintained as per the performance, not as per what the work contractor has done. It should give to the users the ultimate satisfaction. So this is a very replicable thing, and we can help the other government departments to come on to this concept and develop their things for their infrastructure management. Thank you so much. I hope I have been within my time limit. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. I request to ma'am, please, if you have any query.
Yeah, if I'll be very happy to answer the distinguished jury's questions or clarification.
Ma'am, is there any query? I would request to sir, please, if you have any query regarding question.
Yeah, no specific query. It's a good project, and the app is also really good for monitoring the progress of roads, that too in far-flung areas. I just wanted to, in your presentation, you have shown that if you click on a road, then you can see the status of the road. So is that online picture or is being already stored?
No, sir, what happens that the on through the mobile app, the engineer goes onto the site and they take the pictures at random location. The random location is generated by the mobile only, by the app only, so that he takes the picture of that particular location. So in a kilometer, he has to take minimum 3 photographs, and these photographs he uploads, and then he puts up his comments and give the marking on 14 parameters, and then this is uploaded onto the website whenever he gets to the internet, or this uploading on website is automatic. Now once this gets uploaded, we get all this data available to anybody in at the state level, or at the NRID level, or at the MORD ministry level, to check and verify.
Okay, in northeastern region, the rains are there, and their roads are washed away very quickly. So does your software or this app captures the frequently the roads are being attended in northeast?
Yes, sir, definitely. What happens that, sir, for the routine inspection, the frequency fixed is 2 months. And every 2 months, the routine inspection is to be done and the performance evaluation is to be done. So engineers, once he goes onto the site, and before that, the 1 month contractor has to submit bill, so he has to submit his verification. So what happens that every time the road condition is known, and what happens if the road is damaged due to the landslide, then obviously it does not come under the defect liability obligation of the contractor. Then the department comes to know that this much stress has gone bad because of the landslide, and then the department takes action, and we come to know that this portion has gone bad actually. Then we can ask, or the state administration can ask the engineers what remedial actions or they are taking for the revival of this road. So it becomes very, very transparent. And for last 1 year, when we were executing this thing, we went to all these states. Actually, myself, I have trained to so many people, and we were excited with these features, and engineers were also excited, because it brings in to them the confidence. And the second thing, what has happened, that at any point of the time, not only it maintains so many reports, that the minister or the finance secretary at the state level can come to know from on his screen how much maintenance grant is to be given, so that all these roads can be maintained. So it brings in so much of enthusiasm and so much of clarity into the administration also.
Excellent example of state and center coordination.
Sir, thank you so much, sir.
It's a good thing.
It's a very encouraging word, sir.
It is because most of the funds are being given by the central government, and the states are being created and they are not being maintained. So
Sir,
if this type of system is there, so that now states also will be proactive and they will be maintaining it very nice.
yes, sir. And we immediately felt the result of this thing during last 1 year of implementation. And one thing I want to add, sir, with your permission, that what we did actually when we were developing this software and integration, actually the integration issue was very big, because we have a separate platform for road construction, road sanction. It's called OMAS, Online Monitoring Management of the and Accounting System of Roads. So what we wanted, instead of creating road maintenance in the EMARC and the data separately, what we did, we integrated with our road constructed and road sanctioned from OMAS. From OMAS, we do a lot of APIs, and it goes into the system, and then we will not be leaving even a single road not knowing that it is not being maintained.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I have seen these roads and the quality is really much better now. But I have got a couple of questions.
Yeah.
In the last 2-3 years, or maybe 5 years or so, you have changed the policy. Previously, it used to be construction and then maintenance was separate. Now you have built in the maintenance cost into the construction itself, right? So
Yeah.
the quality, naturally, the contractor is doing better job, and you're insisting that the maintenance is done on a regular basis.
Ma'am, you're not audible, ma'am.
You do quality checks late, every now and then. You do quality check of the roads before the money
Yeah, ma'am. Your voice is
of the
cracking
roads,
in
those are being,
yeah.
and in a quantified manner. That is number one question. And second thing is, as you said, because it's a center state roads
Sorry, ma'am.
after 7.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm not getting your question. Sorry, ma'am. It's getting voice is getting in between interrupted, ma'am.
Very unstable.
Uh,
Are you able to hear me?
Ma'am, actually, voice was going in between, so I didn't get into the question, ma'am. I request, ma'am, if you don't mind,
See,
ma'am, please.
actually, today my internet connection, I don't know,
Yeah, it's going off and on, ma'am. It's going off
flickering
and
and
on.
all that. But let me again ask. In the last few years, the policy has changed and the centers, right?
Ma'am, sorry, your question goes away, actually. Can sir is, if Surinder sir is hearing, he can repeat the question, or Shivam?
So, I also could not get what she's saying.
Actually, the voice is breaking down.
Ma'am, can you, ma'am, type on the chat box, ma'am?
I'll do that.
Sorry, ma'am, for this thing.
No, it's okay. It's my internet.
But then it's
Okay.
maybe,
Okay, it's going on. I'm going to run up peer poll. So everyone vote according to that. So. Okay.
Shivam, yeah, this I'm not getting the full screen of chat box. If you stop my sharing, then I think I would be able to get it.
Sure.
Because I'm not getting the usual screen of chat also. Yes, now I'd be getting. Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you so
Now
much.
I'm going to share a peer poll. So everyone vote. Okay. With ma'am question also. I would request to everyone, please vote for the peer education. You have a weightage of it.
Submit button is not clickable.
Sir, is it working on it, sir? Please check again.
No.
You have already voted, I think so. Your vote is count here.
I can select the number, but submit is not coming.
Yes, submit is not coming in my also, in my
You
screen also.
choose any one, sir. Choose any one of them. Then you can
Chosen, but then submit is not going.
I got your the record here, so not an issue, sir.
So, okay, screen is not changing.